on my face. Are we live, YouTube? All right. All right. We have YouTube popping again. All right, my bad. All right, let me get into this because I don't have time. All right, look. I'm not a tarot reader. It's not what I do. But I use these cards to teach. Okay? If y'all look at these cards, the design from these cards is from the days when the Bible, when Jesus was alive. If y'all look at the way these people are dressed, if y'all look at, let me show you. If you look at the way these people are dressed, the scenery, the names, the structure, these is the days and times when they decided to keep. These were the days and times right before they decided to keep slavery going. Okay, before they brought slavery to America. This is where these cars derive from. So you can't ignore this knowledge. You can't dismiss this knowledge. You can't say it's child's play or anything like that without doing your research behind knowing and understanding why these exist. Why do cards like this exist? Because back in these times there was a lot of people who could not read. So people who could not read, they had to keep it very simple. They had to keep the terms very simple so people understand what they dealing with. Okay, a fool used to look like this back in the day. A vagabond, people who travel from like place to place, they used to look like this back in the day. This is how they used to dress. This is how you knew the travelers. Okay, so you gotta understand that in order to understand the people and the entities and the things that we're dealing with today all derive from this time. Y'all still living in this area. I'm saying y'all because I ain't got nothing to do with this. All right, listen. It's a lot of us who ain't got nothing to do with these times. Okay, we know that these times were to end this lifetime. So being that these times are ending and we are preparing for a new time to begin, when people are alive, a civilization collapse. It comes a time in the day where all civilizations collapse. Civilizations that exist before we got here, they tend to collapse. We are born to make this place a better place for all people. We are to prepare a place for the Most High to come to. We are to prepare a place for all of us to dwell in. There are some people who are, I wouldn't say people, there are entities, there are alien people who are not allowed to live here, so they do not want the rest of us living here. So they're making our ability to create a space for the Most High difficult. Okay, we need a clean environment to create a new clean world for all of us to live in. Okay, so let me break it down to you. There's 4 different types of let's start here. I need space because I did this for somebody else and they got it. All right, so if they got it, you guys can get it this way. All right, it's 4 different types of people in this world. It's 4 different types of men. It's 4 different types of women. Okay, y'all all go through the same struggles. All right, it's a collective of y'all. It's collective. We're born into collectives. Okay, what's the collectives? The different types of men, the different types of women. Watch how this play out. Watch how this play out. We ain't gonna get to this today. This tomorrow's. Okay. Yep, they put it in order for me. All right. It's four different types of men. It's four different types of women. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. Y'all can see this. See what we're dealing with. All right, look. Look. You have a king of cups, a queen of cups. What are cups? Emotions. I got a key for y'all. All right. King of cups. King of cups, queen of cups. First of all, wait, let me back up. Let me back up. Let me back up. All right. You have the empress and you have the emperor. All right? It's type confusing, but let me show y'all. The emperor embodies all four kings. We gotta start with the emperor and the empress. All right? Let me tell y'all. Let me show y'all something. The emperor, can you see me now? Okay? Embodies all four kings. An emperor is all four kings in one. Okay? Only one person in the bloodline gets to be the emperor. Okay? Only one person in the bloodline gets to be the empress. Okay? Now, the emperor has to be able to be all four kings. The empress has to be able to be all four queens. If you don't know how to make money, you're not an emperor. If you know nothing about tantric sex, you're not a king of wands. If you don't know how to say no, you're not a king of swords. If you don't know how to be gentle and shy and use your emotions to calm your woman or calm people down, be a nurse, be a doctor, an assistant, you are not a king of cups. Okay? If you know how to be all of these things, you're an emperor. Okay? You know when to use your emotions for children, towards your children. You know how to say no when you're uncomfortable dealing with something you are not aware of completely enough to be able to deal with. You have to be able to be a king of pentacles. A king of pentacles means I make the money. I store the money, but I also flip the money and do the things that's necessary with my money so that the kingdom survives. Okay? The emperor has to watch over the whole kingdom. The king of pentacles controls the cash flow of that kingdom. If you do not know how to manage money, don't sit in the emperor seat. Then you have a king of wands. What that look like in his hands? Exactly. He's always worried about that stick. The king of wands is supposed to be a person of action. A lot of this is distinguished between like scorpionic energy. If they are not a man of action, then they think with their dicks. Okay? That's that energy. Like, you're gonna think with your brain or you're gonna think with your ding-a-lang. And if you think with your ding-a-lang, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're gonna tear the whole kingdom down. Because you will do anything, try anything to get a coin. Why? Because why he looking at him like he got the money? Look at the king. Look at the king of wands. He the one that's supposed to take action. But he's over here looking at the king of pentacles and probably asking himself, why do the king of pentacles get to sit down? Why do I got to keep moving? Because you don't know how to manage money, but you know how to spend it. So go out and find out good ways that you can spend money, that we can spend money. Okay? That doesn't mean on women. That means, how do we spend this money that we had to fight for to fulfill our emotions to survive the kingdom? Understand? The king of wands, the king and queen of wands can only get you but so far in life. The king and queen of pentacles can only make you but so much money. The king and queen of swords, look how they look. You see, I could better describe this with the king of, look. You see this queen of swords? She has her hand open, like, come. Yeah, please come. Come to my presence. It's okay to be here. But if you come with the crap, I'm going to chop your head off. And I don't mind chopping your head off, because I welcomed you with a helping hand first. So, you're going to take what I give you and be happy, or I'm going to chop your hand off and take it back. They will chop your hand off, okay? The king and queen of swords gotta be ready to fight any battle. You understand her? Because people lie, so we gotta determine the lie, and the people who lie has to get cut out. Okay? Then you have the king and queen of cups. They can only. Let me go back to the king and queen of swords. These people get down to the bottom of the truth, and then you have the king and queen of cups. They don't mind giving. You see what this man looking? If they're on top of each other, this man looking straight, this woman looking back. Men only pay attention to what's in front of them. Women pay attention to everything and everybody else. You understand? So men get emotional about who's in front of them. Women carry the emotions of everyone around them, or supposed to. You know, if you're not concerned with the emotions of other people, all you can be is a king and queen of swords, and worry about money and where you and how you're going to get that money. Okay? That's why we have empresses and emperors, because they get to the bottom of all of this. They nip all of this in the bud. They put everybody in their place. They put everybody where they need to be. The problem is you have kings and queens out of their place. You got kings and queens trying to be empresses and emperors. Y'all not empresses and emperors because y'all can't do all of this. Stay in your lane. First you got to pick a lane. No, actually, you don't even have to pick a lane. God already ordained you a lane. But you got to check that Bible to figure out what lane you supposed to be in. You know, that's how I know I have the gift of prophecy and foresight and discernment to be able to teach. You understand? I got a couple of them things. I got a couple of them gifts. Because you got to be able to handle your role. You have to know your role in order to be able to handle it. If you don't know your role, you are out of place. I guarantee you out of place. You trying to play a position that's not yours. That's why life hard for you. That's why life is hard for you. You understand? It's 4 different types of kings. It's 4 different types of queens. One king and queen set. Help mate. God gave you a help mate. You understand? Of likeness, like-minded helpmates. You understand? God did this. Everything is already perfectly orchestrated. Okay, the king and king of wands take action. These the ones that belong outside. These the ones that's like Sagittarius vibes. You know, them party people, the promoters and the marketers, and those type of people. You understand? The entrepreneurs, and these the movement, the forward movement people, them Geminis who like to speak, they got the gift of gab type of thing. It's these type of people. You understand? They take action. They're like that fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. They like fire energy. You understand? They take action. They take the lead on situations. You understand? Then you got the king and queen. The king and queen of pentacles. What is the pentacle? Money. What is a wand? It look like a magic wand, like ta-da, let's make this happen. Use your imagination and create something new. Boom. All right. Oh, I'll kick my table. All right, listen. The king and queen of pentacles can only focus on the money. They can't be too much in their emotions. They gotta count the coin. They gotta focus. They gotta focus on these numbers. The bankers, the tellers, you know, the accountants, the tax preparers. They gotta focus on the money. The clubs, you know, in a swoop, in a these are like clubs, all the clubs. These are like diamonds. You gotta dig in the dirt to find these people. You understand? And then you got the king and queen of swords. These like the spades for all these card players. These like the spades of the deck. These black. These dark. They seem dark, but these are like the law. They lay down the law. These are the lawyers, the judges, the, prosecutors, to handle the Christians, the bad people. You understand? You got to graduate from that Christian thing, because y'all got the word Christians messed up. Y'all not supposed to be Christians because y'all of Jewish descent. You understand? Christians is that darkness that was invented after these times to create slavery. You understand? Y'all gotta understand what we're dealing with. We're dealing with principalities here. So watch the words that you use against yourself. Watch the title that you put over your life. You're not a Christian. You are a Jew if you want to claim something. But most of all, you're a child of the Most High, first and foremost. Let me get back to the subject, though. That went way off topic. Now, we ain't on that today. That's another day. You have the king and queen of cups. These are your hearts. Your hearts. Somebody has to have a heart in this world. Okay, you're dealing with people's emotions here. This is where the water flows. You know, this is where the water has to come in and come out and make things shake, clean things up. You understand? Emotional beings. Okay, these are the emotional beings. They take care of everybody emotions. They like everybody to feel good. Okay, these people you have to be very careful with these people, because beneath them is this king. Hiding deep within them is a king and queen of swords. But these people, king and queen of cups, their sword is nothing compared to king and queen of swords. The king and queen of swords got nothing on the swords that could come out of these two emotional beings, because they pour all the love and affection into people, and they don't have a bone in their body to want to see anybody hurting. They don't care who it is. They're enemies, and they love everybody. Enemies, and these are the people who teach you how to love your enemies. The only thing wrong, the only disadvantage that these people have is that they stay connected to their enemies. It's okay to love your enemy, but it's definitely important to learn how to disconnect from your enemies. And that's what these people have a hard time doing. That's why you need a king and queen of swords to be next to them so they don't get taken advantage of. See how the universe set this up? I ain't do this on purpose now. It's a random setup. You know what I'm saying? They gotta protect the money and the emotions. That's why he facing forward. She looking this way. She looking at the world. This one is looking at the world, trying to make sure the world, everybody good. She's like, I got your back, because if anybody comes swinging on you and your emotions, I'ma cut that shit off. You understand? Who protects all of these people? The Empress and the Emperor. Okay? These are like the rulers of the state. These are the sub-rulers of the state. And then there's everybody else in between. Okay? So this is like the state. These are like cities within the states. And these are like the problems that goes on within the cities that has to be tackled between each individual that exists within the city. Okay? So let's put the king and queen, the empress and the emperor, who embodies all four kings, all four queens. They're all in one. Those one-man bandstanding type of people. An empress can only date an emperor. An emperor can only date an empress. Anything less would tear the kingdom down. Know your place, family. Know your role. Know your role, family. Know your place. All right, let's break it down. We started here. Let's break it down. One by one. We're going to break it down. King by king. Queen by queen. You have the king in my way, and queen of wands. Let's break you people down first. Who did I say you are? My actions. My go-getters. My street people. This is the street team. We're going to call y'all the street team, all right? The street team. First of all, y'all got to come out the cave. Come out the cave. Let your little ding-a-ling go. Stop pleasing yourself. You're selfish. You turn selfish. These people can be real selfish because they only want to please themselves when they can't when they feel like they can't please anybody else. But what they have to realize is that they are the magic. These people are the magic. These are like the fire people. The Aries, Leo, Sag people. You understand? These people have to always be able to take action. When it's time to bust a move, these people got to know where we going. This is like my son, Rasan, okay? Oh, I can't say names. This is like my son. One of my sons remembers everywhere we go. This little boy is like my son's like a whole man. He's like a living map. You understand? He remembers faces. He remembers places. He remembers locations. Mommy, we been this way. No, go that way. We came from that way. He's my map. You understand me? That's my firstborn son. He's my map. He knows. He take action. He always ready to take action. This little boy ain't never want to be in the house. So I always have to plan our life to be in the house as minimal as possible. Eat, sleep, shit. Okay? You people can only take but so much action. And my son, this is a hard lesson for my son. He has to realize, baby, it's only so much you can do for people. But once you help them, you gotta learn to get out of the way. You gotta learn to go help yourself. Not please yourself, but help yourself. Learn to be alone when everybody else has already received your help. You understand? Let people work out their give people time to work out their situations, and give people time to come back to ask you for help. Learn when and when not to take action, because this is a card about new beginnings. It's like bright ideas, new creations. Okay? Small minds think about people. Great minds think about how we're gonna better the world. All right? So at the end of the day, you gotta understand that we gotta understand that when it comes time to take action, find you a fire sign. Find you a fire sign. Find you a fire sign. They know what action to take. Aries, Leo, Sag. They're gonna stand there for a second. Step 2. They're gonna stand there for a second, come up with a plan. They gotta come up with a plan. Fire signs gotta come up with a plan. Wands people, the people who take actions, they have to they're not gonna bust a move until they have a plan. You understand? I don't care how long it takes for these people to figure out that plan. If you ask them something, they're gonna figure out a plan. You just gotta give them time to have that plan mapped out. Because look, this person has the world in the palm of his hand. So that's like saying, all right, I got the world in the palm of my hands. What action am I gonna take? I know I need to take this action right here. I got a choice. I definitely have a choice, but this the better action right here. This the better road to take right here, because this the wand I need to deal with right here. I gotta leave this one behind me, because this one know what they doing. This one, you are right, but you might be like a king of pentacles, but this one is the real wand right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might be a pentacle and you got your pentacles and everything together, but this person match my flow, match my vibe. I'm choosing this one right here. This is a choice. We all have a choice to make, okay? First comes the ideal, then comes the choice. Every time you get presented with a new idea, you're going to have to leave something behind, that old idea behind. People don't like leaving stuff behind, but it's out with the old, in with the new. Okay? Out with this old wand to be this old wand, he got to have 2 wands. The old wand is going to be replaced with a brand new one if he choose the right wand. Okay? That could be people, places, things, whatever. Just choose the right route, the right person, the right place, the right time to do the right thing from the heart. The next step that these people got to take, this is a step-by-step process. This is growth. This is evolution, my people, all right? Once you decide, once you have a plan, once you come up with an idea, you got to have a plan. Then, all right? Once you have that plan, now it's time to communicate that plan. 3 is about communication. Okay? 2 is about materialism, money, house, business. You got an idea. Okay, where can this idea come to life? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Who can I reach out to talk about this? You see what this person did? This wine said, listen, I'm undecided about these two right here, but this new one right here, this new idea, these two people or these two ideas, that I can't choose. Give me a new one. This person got 3 wines. I need a new one. He left both them wines behind and said, I'm going to a brand new one. I got a brand new one ahead of me. These ideas didn't work. I got a brand new one. I'm holding on to this one and I'm waiting for my ships to come in. I'm waiting. This traveling, this is like surveying your kingdom. It's looking back at your kingdom. It's looking back at your past. Like, dang, should I leave all of that behind? Should I walk away from all of this? Or do I help all of what's beyond my sight? This is like Simba and his dad, like, everything beyond that sunlight is ours, son. Whatever you see over here is ours. But that over there, don't touch that over there. That doesn't belong to us, son. Don't go there. You got to survey your kingdom. You got to look back and say, dang, do I really want to start this new beginning? Yes, you do. Because the world is ending. The world is not ending. These old principalities are ending. The slavery is ending. Taxation is ending. The system is ending. Okay? Now there's the 4 of wands, the next step, the fourth step. You need a place. You got an idea. You came up with a plan. You communicated that plan. 3 is about communication, a fresh start. You communicated these plans. You looked and see where you wanted these plans to develop. You found that place of development. Boom. They're like, yes, this the right one. You see the red guy? Okay, he brought his companion with him. Like, yes, this is the right one. How y'all doing? Yes, come this way. Yes, y'all can come this way. Can I come there? Yes, you can come here. We will help you. We got your idea. Yes, come plan with us. Okay. Once you make it to this step right here, expect this. Because there is some things and some people you gonna have to walk away from. And they are not gonna like it. These are the people who are like, we're with you during this old level up, but didn't conceptualize a new level up beyond that plan. They skipped step 4, They wanted to stay right here in the kingdom of that old beginning. You understand? They wanted to stay right there. So they gonna argue you up and down about where you should go, what you should do, who you should be with, who you should sleep with. You understand? First of all, you can't control nobody's life or what they do, who they choose to be with, where they choose to go. It's like I'm telling everybody I want to open up my own business and everybody's telling me to go to work. Why they telling me to go to work? Because they're all workers. If I want to open up a business, I need to be talking to entrepreneurs, not workers, because all the workers is going to distract me from becoming an entrepreneur. You understand? Know your place, family. Because people will argue you dead out of your spot to try to sit there knowing they can't even do your job. Understand me? Next step. This is also about 5 children, creativity, children, that type of thing. So 5 is like they're gonna hold your children hostage. One of baby mama, baby daddy's gonna say, "Oh, you can't see your child, you can't do this." If you choose a better woman for your children and stuff, they're gonna be like, "Oh, if you ain't seeing your child ever again." They're gonna argue with you. Okay, let them argue with themselves. Let them argue with themselves. Because they're going to need you more, that. Victory. Once you walk away from the argument, what's sitting at your front door? Victory. The horse looks sad. Why? Because he had the journey. He had to take this long ass stroll with you on his back, and then had to battle with you, fight with you. Nigga, your horse hungry. Did you feed the horse? We got the victory. We got you out this argumentative state. We got you to where you wanted to be, to conceptualize your new ideal. Okay, everything starts with an ideal in your brain that you have to use your imagination to come up with a plan with, so that it conceptualizes. Okay, you think about getting married. Okay, you tell your mom and daddy, they tell you no, you go off and get married anyway. The horse like, man, I ain't want to leave home. We was good there. We be all right. You see the victory? He ain't worrying about the horse. He's like, we be all right. We got that victory. Okay? And look at the people standing behind them, like, they stand in the cut, like, dang. It's really happening. This is like, 6 is about duties, overcoming obstacles, overcoming slavery, separating yourself from slavery. You understand? It's 6 is about it's like that Virgo energy. It's all about like how you digest what you've been through, and then fasting all of the waste away. And once you come back detoxed, the horse ain't detoxed, but the man did. So the man is healthy enough to see like, oh, yeah, we great. Even though the horse who had to carry this victor is tired still. You understand? You got to let the horse rest. Because the horse done carried you all the way to your victory. Let the horse rest for a minute. Because then you have people, you're going to have to stand up for yourself. Once you make it to your victory, that's why life is a selfish journey. You see? It started off with their own idea. Then somebody came into this picture. Then a whole lot of people got into this picture. They ended up still by themselves, taking the victory by themselves. With like 1 or 2 people. There's 5 people here, only 3 people in this picture. You understand? You gotta defend that. You gotta come off that horse. It's time to come off that horse. Okay? He had to take the cape off and stand up. Now it's time to stand up and defend all of these people, because now you on top. See, you got your victory. You got the victory. You made it on top. You understand? Now, look what the wands is still there. These argumentative people, they still at the bottom of your feet, still trying to argue you down. All of these people still trying to argue you out of your spot. You got to defend that spot. How bad you want it? God said, how bad you want it? Yeah, I gave you this victory, but how bad do you want to keep this victory? That's what the Most High want to know. How bad do you want to keep your victory? You think you're just going to get a victory and God's just going to say, you're protected? No. Show me I need to protect your victory. Show me why I need to protect your victory, says the Most High next. Okay, to this King and Queen of Wands. Why do I need to protect y'all victory? See, the King and Queen of Wands, they made it. They made it. This life, the Bible, all these stories was about men. Why? Because we live in a patriarchy society. Okay, so the man was supposed to take the lead on the king was supposed to take the lead on establishing the king and the queen. Okay, and then the man, while the queen sits in the house, the man has to go out and protect everything that they built. If a man is not protecting everything y'all building up in this house, he's not your man. Send him to the house that he's protecting over you. He ain't protecting your house. He protecting somebody else's house. You understand? Y'all arguing about these men, and they arguing about you. Y'all arguing about who they with. They protect. They arguing with you because they protecting who they really trying to be with. If they ain't protecting and providing for your house, they protecting and providing for somebody else's house. It ain't rocket science. Men don't juggle. They go to what's convenient, comfortable, and stable. Speedy, new situation. All these, look at all these wands right here that people was throwing. Look, these are the ones these are the ones with the leaves and stuff on it. They fell. Why? Because the partner done threw them shots. Like, y'all messing with the queen done came out of the house. The queen came out of the house. You see how this lines up perfectly? When the queen knows that its king is defending their victory, the queen takes action. The queen takes the lead. That's partnership. 8 is about partnership. 7 is about justice, marriage, spouses, partnerships. They protecting the partnership. Okay. Once a woman realizes this man is protecting the partnership, she shows face. She has his back. She sends those arrows of love. Like, yes, keep him motivated, keep him strong, keep him active, because he's protecting our kingdom. You understand? When a man notices that, they know how to pick them sticks up that was thrown at y'all relationship and build a fortress around himself with it. Because the love of arrows, you understand, that's coming from a woman. These are arrows of love coming from the queen to shield her king. Because sometimes kings be in a state of indecisiveness. And they have to take a break, and they have to take a step back to analyze the situation. See things just a little bit more clearly. Why did they throw these, oh snap. Why did they throw these stones and wands at us? The king got to analyze these situations. Once the battle is over, they stop fighting on their own, because they realize this person got protection. He's loved. He's loved. We can't come in between this bond. We can't break up this bond. We can't come in between what this king and queen actions. We can't come in between the actions this king and queen of wands decided to take. So we're going to stop battling them. And then people got to sit back and ask themselves, well, why did we battle them in the first place? And the queen questioning why they chose to battle us in the first place. That's burdensome. You know why that's burdensome? You see what he's doing? He's gathering all of those sticks, because he got to make a burdensome decision. When you look back at all the people that argue with you about your new beginning, you realize they was never for you anyway. Because where they at when the love started coming in? Nowhere to be found. Where were they when you experienced your bad luck? Your dry season? Your transition between jobs? Where were they? It's a tough realization, knowing the people you cared about the most, the people you thought you was getting a brand new beginning with, didn't even care about you at all. That's a tough realization. And if you let the fact of knowing that the closest ones to you were your enemy, of knowing that they were your enemies, if you let this discovery burden you, you can take yourself to a mental entrapment and that will weigh you down. And this knowledge can become a very heavy load. So you have to be able to know how to control your actions when you realize who betrayed you. Because once you get past your victory, once you make it towards your victory, which is freedom to take whatever action you want to take in life, you understand? The universe has to expose all that was done onto you. They have to expose all the action that was taken against you. They have to expose all the people who was a part of that. A lot of people ain't ready for that knowledge. A lot of people ain't ready for that understanding. A lot of people are not ready. They're not ready to know that the closest ones to them are their enemies. But when they are ready, it's like, I call this little sister, big brother. Little sister, big brother. You have a sense of freedom, enthusiastic freedom, because it's like the weight of all of this just fell behind you. You see, you're in like this person's in like a new land space, a new bright territory. You see, this is like dark, like trying to figure out. This is like dark, destitute. This is like a ghost town. This is like leaving mom and dad home. Then you gotta battle your motherfucking friends, and then once you get that victory, you gotta defend that victory. And then once all your enemies fall, you gotta learn, you gotta know how to accept the love that's coming in. And then once you accept the love that's coming in, you got to decide, what is this my burden to carry? Was that my burden to carry anyway? No, it's not your burden to carry. A lot of burdens from other. If you're worrying about other people, that's not your problem, bro. You taking on somebody else's burdens, that's not your problem, bro. God helps everybody through their burdens, but nobody asks God to help them through their burdens. They ask you instead. You ask God, and they asking you, who gonna be drained? You're God. You're free, because you know you better go to God before only person you're gonna have left to depend on is God and yourself. You gotta work on relearning how to take action on pleasing yourself after you take action on pleasing other people. The first thing society teaches is how to be of help to others. But they do not teach us that the first person we need to be of help to is our own individual selves. You see, these people are young. They're learners. These people are more experienced. So your mother and your father has to teach you how to be free, how to teach you how to lead your own life. so that you're able to find somebody who's like you, who can lead their own life just like you, who they will be able to recognize children who's just like them. I asked my daughter, who's this boy? She said, oh, mommy, he gets money from his mom just like me. My daughter recognizes what I instilled into her in somebody else. So she know how to selectively, carefully choose her friends. I told her she couldn't have any friends, but she said, these two, please. All right, they could pass. And this one, all right, and all right now, four. She got 4 friends. Once you become free, you take action on your own. Look, the horse tired. Like, the horse like, we going again? We gonna try this again? You try, you fail. Why the horse mad? Because he tired. Because this person has to keep trying and keep failing. Give the horse a break. Give the horse a break. Yes, you're trying to run your kingdom. Yes, you're trying to run your business. Yes, you're trying to run your household. Give your household a break. How about that? Maybe your household already has enough. Maybe he already had enough training, and the horse trying to tell you don't need no more training. I'm about to drop you off. Look at that leg coming up. That leg coming up just a little bit. You getting a little too heavy, bro. You gonna have to learn this, bro. You gonna have to learn how to take action on your own, or I'm gonna drop you off. Don't nobody like taking care of people for their whole life. They like people they like being around people who know how to take care of themselves. People don't like taking care of other people, especially grown people. These are people 25. This is a young man up to 25 years. This is a young woman to 25 years. Okay? If you're over the age of 25, don't nobody want to take care of you, and ain't nobody obligated to take care of you. Take care of yourself, or we will leave you behind. You are a burden. Take action on your life, people, before somebody controls the actions of your life, people. Or think they can. That's what the government did. They wanted to control our actions, control what we do, how we do, when we do it. And y'all are allowing them to maintain that control over lives of people they know nothing about. Take action over your own life, or somebody will take that action for you. Who is next? The King Cups. How are people able to take action over your life? Because they got the money to do it. Not only do they have the money to do it, they found somebody else with money to help them do it. These people who know how to get money. These people know how to find the money. These people know how to get the money. It's like, I found you this grant. These are the grant writers. When you want to take action on your life, the world they set up, they're saying you're going to need money to do that with. That money can come from somebody, or that money is going to come from the Most High. That is a hand with a cloud on it. When you decide, as a young person, to walk away from your parents and set yourself free, and take action on your goals, the Most High is going to bless you. And like I said, we're not just taking action on any goals. We're taking action on the road that the Most High already had planned and set in stone for us. Because there are some lessons there that we have to follow. Know your gift. Your natural gifts, talents, and abilities. If you don't, I have a consultation fee that costs $40. Thank you very much. Ace of Pentacles. You're going to get blessed with the finances to take actions on your goals. Oh. I'm like, this is not it. What's the next step? King, Queen, and Pentacles. When you get the money. Oh, everybody has a plan. Everybody has a plan. Remember planning phase? I got a plan. This is why your plan needs to be written down on paper and not stuck in your head, aka a business plan, a plan for your fortune to help sustain your future. All right? You're going to juggle what to do with this money. Are you going to follow the plan? Stick to the script? Or are you going to blow it? You're going to blow it. You're going to buy you some sneakers and some clothes and some red bottoms and some, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What you going to do with that money? This is juggling. You're going to juggle your future? Or are you going to risk doing what the Most High put in your heart to do? Understand this. When you get a blessing from the Most High, you only get it once. You only gonna get it once. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do with that money, don't expect to get it twice. That's why you see him juggling. He got 2 coins. The Most High only gave him 1. That's that large lump sum. Why do he have 2 coins? Because the lump sum came when he had a job. So it's like, do I leave my job or do I stay at my job? Do I stay a worker or do I make myself a boss? Most people choose to stay workers and blow this money on materialistic things that they don't even need and that they won't be able to use later, a couple years down the line. So be careful of wasteful people who think money grow on trees. If you're caught in a state of juggling your finances, you're going to need some help. These is 3 people discussing a plan. He's working. See, this the smart guy right here. This ain't the one. He went back to work, but he kept his pinnacle. He kept the pinnacle in the job. He ain't juggled nothing. He put the juggling behind them. He learned some type of valuable lesson about money. This don't come around too often now. Now, I know large lump sum like this. So now they discussing a plan. What can we do with this money? What can we do with this check? They're asking questions. What can I do with this money? Is the money yours to begin with? This is a rich man's problem. The Four of Pentacles. This person came up with a plan with some people. But kept all the money to theyself. The money's hidden. They kept that money. Possibly because these people didn't know that the money came. Possibly because they could have lied and said the money was never coming, or the plan couldn't work, or the deal couldn't proceed. You have backstabbers, you know. But then you also have greedy people who hold on to the money. But then you also have people who think everything belongs to them, so they don't like to share. You understand? These people have no problem leaving people out in the cold for that money. You see where them five pentacles sitting? Don't that look like a church building? Them churches hold all the money, but leave their patrons out in the cold. Yeah, give me 10% of your rent money. But if you get evicted, you can't stay at this church. There's some shelters out there you could go to, but keep bringing your money back. You understand? That's like your parents kicking you out the house. Oh, get out of my house, but make sure you come help me pay my rent. Oh, no, you're not invited over here, but let me come pick up some money from you. They quick, when people get that money in the hand, when the money reaches the hand, people attitude change, bruh. People attitudes change. They will leave you out in the cold one shot. That's why you can't juggle your plans. When you go hand that money off to the wrong people, they leave you out in the cold. Don't juggle your plans. Stick to the script. Don't be these people, okay? Be this person who know how to overcome obstacles. This is the mature king. He's spreading the wealth to the poor. Understanding that women need just a little bit more money than men because they have a little bit more needs than men. But they also keep a coin for themselves. They ain't gonna fully take care of another man, but they're gonna give that man a leg up. But they're gonna give the woman their fair share because the woman has just a little bit more responsibilities than men. These type of people, when you're in a king and a queen pentacles, when you reach the status of your bank account looking all right, you look back and say, dang, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But I might gotta walk away from this money. Because money that I made wasn't no good because I made it with the wrong type of people. It's like deciding to take what's rightfully yours and leaving the rest because it's too much arguments and it's too many thorns and stuff you got to get through to carry this much money with you. So some people might have to take a loss in order to gain. You know, Fantasia, sometimes you gotta lose to win again. Okay? Fantasia told you, you got to lose to win again. So at the end of the day, contemplate losses. It's okay. If the Most High gave you one and somebody took off with those plans and left you out in the cold and breadcrumbed you, this is also a breadcrumbing card, and they breadcrumbed you your portion of the fair share. It's okay, because somebody is in the background looking at this breadcrumbing situation. You see how this man looking at it like, I got enough money to help these poor people and still be able to take care of myself. These are the life decisions you have to think about. Okay, King and Queen of Pentacles, these are the life decisions you have to think about. Can I walk away from all of this money if the Most High told me to? Can I walk away from from this high paying job to start my own business? Can I walk away from all my parents' money to go make money on my own? Can I walk away from this community and be okay to go and establish myself somewhere else to make money and live my life? This is getting justice for yourself, for your own wealth, taking accountability on something that nobody else has a part of, has a hand in. Then you have to, you see that one pinnacle under his feet? He left. He started his own business. He's creating pentacles and hanging them up as he's getting them. I got this. I took this pinnacle. Okay, I made this. I could do this with this. I can spread some of this over here. I can take this pinnacle and I can have these three things on top, and then if I do one more thing with the last part of this pinnacle, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. Happy house, happy spouse. You understand? We gonna be all right. This man was working hard for this money, while this woman is sitting here content in all of her money. But when these two bring their pinnacles together, how many more people can they bless? They can sit in the Ten of Pentacles like an emperor. You see the emperor over there? And the son is like, at the door, like, people's coming in. Can I have a pentacle, please? May I have a pentacle, please? Father, can he have a pentacle? Yes, son. She may have a pentacle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand? You sit in this Ten of Pentacle energies in contentment because you worked hard in deciding to work, making a decision to work for yourself. After realizing you got breadcrumbed and played by the very people that you dependent on to help you survive. You had to come all the way back to God, to depend on God to help you get back to your Ten of Pentacles. That's why we teach these young men and these young women what and what not to do with their summer jobs, with their money. Most parents say, oh, you got a job now, take care of yourself. No, that should not be the case. You should still be taking care of your children when they're able to get a job, because they need to be investing their pentacles into their own future, so that they won't have to depend on you in the future, and you won't be codependent on their money in the future. You don't let your children off the hook when they begin to start making money. You teach them the ropes on how to secure, maintain, flip, invest their money, so that when they become your age, they will be all right. Okay? So if we're not taught about money, we will never become a king and queen of pentacles. We will always have somebody ruling over our finances, because we were never taught what to do with this money the right way. You understand? I'm trying to break this down as simple as possible. Y'all gotta know who y'all dealing with. Y'all dealing with young money people and big money people out in the world. These like the corporations, these like entrepreneurs who got, little jobs set up for you to come work, family dollar, that type of thing. These are the big corporations, these are the small businesses. And these are the problems that they face with when it comes to dealing with people on a regular basis. Some people need a job. Some people trying to learn how you did it. Teach them. Teach them. Teach them. Don't take the idea and run off with it and then breadcrumb them. Give them crumbs of their own idea, of their own money that was manifested off of their idea, but you was too selfish enough to put them on to the plan. You didn't want to teach them the plan on how to get their own money. Instead, you people steal your ideals and make it their own and take the profits that was supposed to come to you. But God always has a way of intervening with that, to allow you to receive your fortune and your ownership back of what was stolen from you. Because people can't imitate you for too long if you're not feeding them your knowledge. They can only eat for but so long before they have to pay homage to the originator. This is why you have to have somebody who's willing to protect you and stand up for you. And willing to draw that sword for you. Willing to pull out them guns for you. Willing to go to war with you and over you and for you. To protect everything that you've built. There's people that you need in your life for that. The king and queen of swords will cut off the necks of people who betray young people, taking advantage of young people, leaving young people at a disadvantage to be free-spirited. When you stop the young people from being free, how far y'all think y'all really gonna get when these same people don't want to take care of you when it's time for you to be taken care of? Now all these elders are retiring. They're looking for our generation to take care of us, to take care of them when they never took care of us. And now that we're ignoring them, they're trying to put up a fight. They're trying to act real young. They're going behind the scenes to act real young, to put up that fight with you again, to stop you and block you from speaking the truth about what's rightfully yours and obtaining and having access to what's rightfully yours. The king and queen of swords, this is what I love about them. What I love about the king and the queen of swords and empresses, also in empresses and emperors, because they embody all four kings and queens. What I love about them, they stand in truth. When you see the sword, just know that some truth has been spoken, some truth has been said, some truth has came to light. That truth is not, it's taking somebody's crown, knocking somebody's crown straight off. And that crown, this is the hand of God. You don't see nobody hold that. This is the hand of God giving the crown to the ones who stood in truth. Hold on, I got some water. All right, you ready? I'm refreshed. Let me pull up, pull a little closer to me. What's the next step with you people? King and queens of swords. These the honest folks. These sarcastic people. You know, they say slick shit. Don't mind me cursing. These people say slick stuff when these people always got something slick to say. You understand? Like, watch your mouth, my man. All I'm saying is watch your mouth. You dig? A lot of people don't know how to watch their mouth. It's not the job of the king and queen of swords to be politically correct. You understand? That's not their job. They are not the political correct people. These are the king and queen of swords are like those who got the gift of prophecy. They say what they mean what they say it one time, they don't care how you feel, they talk and then they shut up. They sit back, they talk, and they shut up. They shut up. Why? Because they said all they needed to say. These people done said all that they needed to say. It ain't no more talking. After they say what they say, there's no more talking. There's no more talking when these people start. That's a fact. Hold on, let me see which. Oh, hold on. I don't know which page I'm live on. But I like these people though, because you know, a lot of people cannot stand in their truth. A lot of people can't stand in their truth. Why? Because the truth hurts. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. Hold on 1 second. The truth hurts. I always do this. I always start my let me go live. I always do this. When I started my streaming device, I did not press go live on Facebook. So I'm like an hour and 34 minutes into this. And I literally have to this is funny. Hold on, I gotta go back. I'm not gonna go back and explain all of this, but I'm gonna welcome Facebook in. Facebook can actually go um to YouTube to catch the first part of this. I Yeah. So I don't know. Hold on, YouTube. We gotta take a short break before we explain the king and queen of swords again. Let me grab me some water before I. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let's get YouTube. We gotta get Facebook a chance to get it. All right. All right. Who are these type of people? The king and queen of swords tell the truth. Okay. First of all, Facebook. If you catch this video, I'm live on YouTube. I've been on live on YouTube for a minute now. Um, I've been explaining to people there are four types of people in this world. Okay, there's four different types of kings. There's four different types of queens. You have the king of pentacles, the king and queen of pentacles. Hold on, let me just do this for them YouTube. You have the king and queen of pentacles. Yeah, am I missing something? Oh yeah. You got the king and queen of pentacles, the king and queen of wands. All right, we're on the king and queen of swords right now on YouTube. But just so you know, Facebook, is four different types of people in this world. The king and queen of wands. These people take action. These my outside, my go-getters. You have the king and queen of pentacles. These people know how to get that bag, secure that bag, flip it, invest it, that type of thing. Okay? And then you have these emotional people who cares about the emotions of everybody. They don't like to hurt nobody's feelings and stuff like that. Even their own enemies. These are people that can teach you how to love your enemies, but you got to be careful because they hold on too tight to their enemies. They have no distinguishing of this discerning who their enemies are. So they want everybody to love them when they have to learn that everybody don't love them. They have to learn to love people from a distance. These people take action. But these people have to learn when and when not to take action. And these people knows how to manage money, but they have to know and understand. Don't touch nobody else's money. You understand? So we done been through these people. We done been through these people. So y'all gotta catch. Y'all gotta go back and catch that Catch that drip on YouTube, The Empress Royale, Invite the Truth TV. You feel me? So we already been there, done that with them. We are on now with the King and Queen of Swords. Okay. So if y'all got time, go and check this video, because you will be able to discern the types of people that you have to deal with on a regular basis, because you also have the emperor and the empresses who's about to take the stand. These people embody all four kings and all four queens. You understand? These people are like the all-in-one. They could walk alone, they could be alone, they could stand alone. These people have to work collectively together because they're only in one lane. They only can control one lane. So people got to know what lane they can control, because everybody can't do what the emperor and the empress can do, because nobody can embody, or everybody cannot embody all four kings and all four queens. So you're not going to be able to do some of the things that these other people can. Some people aren't able to do what these other people can do, except for the empress and the emperor. You understand? So once you know your role, once you know your place, once you know your gifts, you're able to sit in those gifts and be the best that you can be. Okay? So I'm sorry. I apologize, YouTube, for, our little recap. But we definitely had to put Facebook on to what we're doing, so that they understand where I'm coming from when it's time for me to step onto the scenes. Okay. So after you've evolved past taking action of your life and get into the bag, then you have to stand in your truth, because you have to be able to defend what you just had set up. You got to defend where your profits is coming from. You have to defend where you have to be able to defend what's yours, your territory, your queen, your king. Y'all got to defend each other. So the king sits behind the queen and looks forward. Like one day I'm walking up the street with one of the big homies, and out of the blue, this man just started fighting. I had to drop he like just handed me my stuff and just went into a brawl with somebody, and I didn't even see this brawl coming. You understand? That's why you got to have a strong king behind you, because they got to have that discernment to see the fight coming. And then before your king gets slayed, you got to be like, hold up, that's enough. You're not going to slay my king. No, you not. You understand? These people, what I love about these people is they stand in truth. They stand in honor. They stand in nobility. They will bring that sword of truth to you so fast. These people do what's right instead of what's obvious. They don't care what the crowd say. They don't care about their reputation. They don't care about their job. They don't care about their position. They do exactly what they need to do to make things right, because they stand in their power as a king, as a queen, to do what they're supposed to do. You understand? The rest of them are learning what to do, but men in their power, these king and queen of swords in their power, they come through with the truth and slay all dragons, slay all enemies, and they do it honestly. Okay? Then you have and Facebook, I'm not a tarot. I mean, I could read tarot, but I'm not a tarot reader. I don't need any of this. This is to help y'all. I have the gift of prophecy. The knowledge about you comes to me just from me connecting to your energy, looking you in your eyes. I could read just so. I don't need any of this. This is to help you guys explain. You understand? And back to, just so you understand why we use tarot cards, because if you look at the designs of these cards, these are the types of people, these come from the age where people used to dress like this. When things, when society wasn't so fully developed. This is pre-slavery times. These are the times that we're still dealing with, because we're still dealing with that. We're still dealing with the people who took out Jesus. You understand? We're still dealing with the Christians that took out Jesus. But I ain't even gonna say Jesus. We still talking about, these are the Christians who took out the Jews. And we're still living in these times. They just have it looking all glitz and glamored up. So I'm here to remind you of the times that we're living in, so that you understand what's about to end. These times have been covered up with paint and colors. But this time was already set in stone to come to an end. And we are now approaching that time. You see, this is a person sitting back, but they're blinded, and they also have their guards up. Don't that sound like you? You don't really know what's going on, but your guards are up, because it's some truth being hidden that God, the Most High, has to expose. You understand? So these people keep one. Remember her hand from the beginning? She keeps one hand open, like, yes, come, please come, but come correct, because I'm not afraid to use this sword. You understand? He don't want you coming to him at all. He just gonna slay you, because once you play her, he's gonna slay you. That's how a king protects his queen, when they stand in truth. You understand? We've been through these people. This one only looking at the money. This one just happy he got money. So the only thing they focus on is the money. You understand? And then when you have the king and queen of wands, the people who are supposed to take action, both her hands full. She pleasing herself. He got his hand on his lap and still pleasing himself. He ain't touching nothing and nobody. He rather please himself than deal with anybody. She just want to keep everything to herself. He just focused on the money that's in his hand. She just like looking at this man's money. But these people bring these people a rude awakening. Wake up. This ain't the only thing you need to be focused on. You and the money is not the only thing that we need to focus on. There's other things going on in the world that needs our attention. So come up out of this phase right here of love and money, sex, drugs, and money. Cut that ish out and focus on the truth behind something, because it's some things going on that we cannot see. It's some things going on that we are not aware of. And God is trying to expose some truth to you, but y'all staying blinded. Y'all being blinded by sex, drugs, and money. And alcohol, the alcohol and the drugs keeping y'all blinded to the truth about how these people are slaying y'all behind y'all back. I gotta stretch my legs. So y'all gotta understand that. All right, sorry. Y'all gotta understand that when God exposed the truth behind which I cannot see, some of y'all ain't gonna like it. It's gonna break y'all hearts. It's gonna break y'all hearts. finding out the truth of what people did to y'all behind y'all back. It's going to cause some of y'all to be sick. Because you're going to sit there and lay and ask yourself, how did I allow myself to get stabbed in front of my face when I carried the sword behind my back? I laid my sword down to get stabbed by the people in front of my face. That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. 3 is about communication. It's going to hurt you to know that people was talking about you, stabbing you behind your back, stabbing you in your heart, stabbing you, taking advantage of you. That's going to hurt. It's going to make you feel sick. You're going to need some rest and relaxation. You're going to need some isolation after finding out the truth about how society and how the government and how the cartel and how the Chinese and how all these people have been manipulating us since our birth. And when it came time for us to stand up, they infiltrated on our parents in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And now the 70s and 80s babies are the ones having to take the lead right now. And they're understanding all of this heartbreak, all of this betrayal, all of the ways that the system got over on us. And it makes us sick to our stomach. It makes us sick in our mind to know that people will go through the lengths and depths of creating a reality for us that should have never been created in the first place. When I tell y'all, it takes 10 cents a day to take care of one person. I did this math 1,000 times, no matter which way I split it, no matter how many times I broke it down, no matter how many different ways I broke this down. Thank God for Ms. Brown and all my math teachers from Albany High School, class 2004. They taught me how to break it down. I broke this thing down in so many different types of ways. 10 cents a day, people. 10 cents a day. This is why the king and queen of swords cannot be afraid to stand in truth. Because when the truth is time to get exposed, you can't shut your mouth. You can't hide from it. You might lose some people. Some people gonna walk away. Because when you're exposed to the truth, you're gonna do everything to protect your children. That's why Drake said, I wasn't hiding my child from the world. I was hiding the world from my child. Because the world is a wicked, wicked place. And I don't want them to know that my children exist. So that they can come for my children's wealth. That they didn't help my children create. You understand? This is why I hide. This is why I hide. When you walk away, when you're done finding out the truth, and you go through this whole dark night of the soul phase of facing yourself and facing the truth and knowing who your enemies are and learning the closest ones to you did you dirty. All right, it's gonna get a little ugly. It's gonna be a little couple battles in there. They're gonna try and use your kids for bait, hold your kids hostage to their system and all these type of things. They're gonna you're gonna end up recognizing that I'd rather just take what's mine and go. I'm not about to sit here and argue with you. I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with you over something that I don't even have control over. People gonna do what they want to do. But since I know the truth, let me calm down. Let me put myself in a calmer state so that I can maneuver my way past all of this deception and betrayal. You gotta overcome this. This is like turning the other cheek. They smack you on one face, turn the other cheek, God said. They smack you on one face, turn the other cheek, let them smack you again. Because they'll be under God's judgment, not yours. Don't judge them. God gonna judge them for you. Some of us, you gotta understand, some of us are used to be done dirty so that God can call judgment on them this lifetime, so that they cannot be able to do nobody else the same way ever again. Some of us is built for that battle. A lot of people are not. So don't expect too many of these. This is overcoming obstacles. 6 is about overcoming obstacles, separating yourself from slavery, hands-on experience, learning, patience, understanding the bigger picture, understanding that we are not in control. God is in control. The universe is in control. You understand? This is gaining that understanding and walking away. Why you gotta learn to keep calm and learn how to separate yourself from the masses? Because people still don't look like this person walked up to these sins, stole a couple of swords, and now they're trying to creep away with some swords. They're trying to creep away with some truth. They're trying to hide some truth. They packed up all of that truth, and then they trying to run and hide it. Like how they tried to, like how they took our ideas and brought it to the Bahamas, and $400,000, and brought it to the Bahamas and said, "Oh, this is for your community. We got this for y'all." They didn't work for that money. We worked for that money. That was our community plan that they brought to a foreign nation to squeeze their way into that foreign nation, trying to hide from the fact that they stole from us. But 7 is about justice. They can run away from us and leave us out in the blue about what they did to us while we got our guards up, not knowing the truth. But the Most High see it. The hand of truth comes from the Most High. The Most High see what y'all doing. When the Most High hands y'all that sword, y'all better be prepared for it. Because y'all thought ain't nobody see y'all. Y'all thought y'all was getting away with this. And 7 is about partnerships. So even though you see one person running away with the plug, it's more people involved. It's more people involved. You just can't see it. Because if you knew, it'll break your heart. Who was all involved in trying to take your life away from you? Like, why would they do that? Why are people mean to you? Why are they trying to take your life? Why are they trying to leave you stuck and bound in a hard place? Why? Why are people willing to leave you stuck and bound in a hard place? They want you to be frustrated. They want you to feel stuck and bound to them and burdened by them so that they can come in and fake help you. People like to leave you in tears and frustration after they take you to this point of sickness and darkness, after you learn that they betrayed you. Okay? They want to see you end up like this so that you can go back. You can go back towards the same people who hurt you. You keep running back to the same people who hurt you, expecting different results. This government is killing us every day, but y'all running back to this government for support, knowing this government is designed to take away the support that they give once you make it to the point of becoming successful. The brink. You don't get to cross that finish line. You do not get to cross that finish line. They let you come and make that money, but you ain't leaving with it. You can't leave with it. So what are they willing to do to stop you from leaving with the money that they're willing to leave with? They will stab you in the back until you're dead. They will stab you in the back until you're dead. But listen, some of us, I can't say it. I can't say I'm going too far. We're teaching about the king and queen of swords. These type of people will stab you in the back 10 times to defend their territory. If America works for Queen Elizabeth, y'all don't think America would shoot down anybody coming in the way of getting Queen Elizabeth money? Are you under the are you in the Queen's castle? Are you living in the Queen's castle? Are you part of the Queen's kingdom? Are you in her territory? Are you in her family? No. So she don't care about laying that sword down to you. That's why you have to teach these young women to defend themselves and teach their brothers to defend them. Cause when these young women gotta battle their way out of situations, it better be somebody coming in to finish the job for them. When you go up against your enemies, they would send another enemy to come and attack you. So you better learn how to defend yourself. You better learn how to use that sword. Because God put it in all of us. But some of us don't really want to fight. So you gotta have a king and queen of swords around you to help you fight some of these battles. You understand? Choose your friends wisely. Make sure you have somebody of everybody so that you guys are not slipping. It was a crew. It was 5 of us. You know what I loved about my crew? One of them knew how to cook. One of them great with numbers. Could be a great accountant. Great with numbers. One of them knew how to cook. One of them was great at numbers. One of them was great at finding rides, parties, men, the strong help. One of them good at finding the strong help. And then you got one with the gift of gab, could sell you out your damn drawers. And then we had one that spoke a foreign language. We ain't learned it, but if we need her to translate something, she did. And then we had the face. The number 6 was the face. Then it was a face that I used to do financial transactions in a world that don't look like me. You understand? You got to know you got to know your crew and how to use them. Don't have a crew that'll use you. Cause then you got to pull out your sword. But you got to know your friends. You don't need too many friends. You only need one of each kind. Because y'all going to get the job done together. Just don't let nobody come in between that crew. You got to know your crew. Nobody does anything alone. Everybody at the top has a crew. I'm telling you that right now. Nothing gets done alone. Got it, God. If you don't have a helpmate, you have a crew. If you can't find a helpmate, find a crew. What we have next? Oh, these emotional beings. You know, once upon a time, there was a girl who didn't express her emotions. And the moment she expressed her emotions, she got the sword. So she closed the emotions back up. But it's nice to know that these emotions exist and can come out if necessary. But right now, it's not necessary. The King and Queen of Cups. Oh, these are emotional people who have to learn how to control their emotions. They want everybody to love them because they love everybody. But they have to understand that the love that they give, everybody isn't able to receive. And if you give it to the wrong person, they will use the fuck out of you and drain your essence and drain your energy until you have none left. You understand me? Learn to protect your emotions. Learn to pull out. They don't want to. This is why it's hiding. This is why the card is hiding. They look. They rather die and leave and fight and yell and scream. Finish. They rather have somebody stand up for them and be blinded by the truth. You understand? And get their heart broken 1,000 times. Have people walk away and steal from them. These people will have all these things done onto them before they put their own sword up and say, I can't handle people playing with my emotions no more. These people have to go through all of these battles before they stand in their truth. They have to become real sick of being taken advantage of, damn near on their deathbed, before they pull a sword out and say, stop playing with my emotions because I would kill you. Wonder why people kill? They got the emotions played with, and then that last person just happened to be the victim and took the repercussions of everybody who played with their emotions. So when people blank off on people and go off on people, I have no sympathy. Why? Because people know what they do. And they should be held accountable for that. Playing with somebody's emotions when they could just stand in truth. Emotional, these people like to offer their emotions up front. They put their all. They only have one cup, and it's full of emotions. You guys need a higher level of commitment. My cups, my hearts, these are the hearts. The love for humanity, the love for all earth, the love for all beings. I want to see everybody alive. These people could start off in marriage because they have no sense of betrayal in them. Go back, Facebook, go back to the beginning of this video. You'll understand what I'm talking about. These people are capable of starting off in a higher level of commitment after witnessing the emotional security and the helping hand that comes from these types of people. They like to celebrate other people successes. They like other people to celebrate their successes. Some people need to learn how to join the party. Some people need to learn that it's not their party. Because these people, we like to party. They like to party. Then you have people who, if they get their emotions taken advantage of too much, they won't know or recognize true love when it comes from the Most High. They would sit back and act like they didn't want it because those three other cups sitting in front of them did not work out. Those three relationships that was in front of them didn't work out. So when the right one comes along, they can't even receive it because they poured all their emotions into the wrong relationships. Learn to conserve your emotions until you understand the type of person that you're dealing with. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread it out. If you put all your eggs in one basket, you see what happened here? He put all his eggs in one basket. These three little cups. He put them in this basket. And they got knocked the heck over. And he's stuck crying in his emotions about these three little cups that spilled over. He ain't even looking back at what he already had. And he ain't even paying attention to the one that God already ordained for him. They need to learn how to accept emotional loss, accept the fact that people don't love them, accept the fact that people aren't ready to receive their love. It's not that people don't love them, people aren't ready to receive their love. A lot of these people emotions, excuse me, stem from childhood. A lot of these people emotions stem from childhood. It brings them when they go through a sense of betrayal, they think all the way back to their childhood. They wanna return to mommy, or they want somebody to offer them their emotions so that they can feel better about themselves, so that their cups can be filled again with beautiful flowers. They have to learn. You see how she has 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups. This person learned, I got a cup for you, I got a cup for you, I got a cup for you, I got a cup for you. Everybody gets a cup. Here's a little bit of my emotions. I hope that makes you happy. That's what these people have to learn. Stop giving all your emotions to one thing. Spread that emotion and that love out to as many people as you can. This cup is overflowing. So what did she choose to do? She chose to get more cups to capture this flow, so she could hand it out. She did not choose to sit back like with a broken heart and say, "Oh, I can't do this no more. She broke my heart. I can't do this no more." Women be like, "What? But you know how many people gonna break your heart? Huh? Here go a cup." He like, no, this gonna happen again. Bye. Yeah, it'll happen again, and I got more cups for that. You understand? There's a difference between men and women. When it comes to emotional things, don't put that in the man's hands, because men can't handle their emotions. The card's telling you they can't handle those emotions. So don't put emotional factors, anything that has to do with the emotional well-being of people, in the hands of men. They have no emotions for that. They don't even see that. They only focus on themselves. Look how she looking at him and he looking at everything else. He ain't focused. What he focused on? All these options of where he could get love from, where he could get attention from. Where this ain't even have to be a man, but some people focus on all these options that they think they have. When they have a helpmate sitting next to them, they think about these options. Well, they think about the options, and they think they have options. None of these options will work, because none of them can compare. None of them can compare to the option that was ordained for you, for the help that was ordained for you. None of these options can compare. So when you enter into that marriage, when you enter into that higher level commitment, shouldn't nobody come in between that commitment. Those options will make you lose the one that's for you. You will walk away from all of these cups. He got 8 cups. He walking away from all of them. Why? Because he thought he had the option to walk away from the best thing that was handed to him. Just know that if this option came from the Most High, he better keep on walking. Keep on walking. Why? Because he gonna sit here and act like he don't know what the hell he doing. He gonna act like he got 6 cups. He gonna act like he think he walking away to that 9th empty cup. But what is he sitting on? A whole bunch of empty cups. This man sitting back, walking away. He walked away from the best thing that God had for him, to go sit around a whole bunch of people with empty cups. Can none of them fulfill his emotions? Can none of them get him money? They don't have time. They don't have energy. They just sitting there right with him. He's sitting down. They sitting there empty. They all just empty. A whole bunch of empty heads. Because they walked away from the prize. What happens? Thinking they had options, mind you. What options do you have that's better than what was given from the Most High? Some people rather not celebrate their life because they're focused on the people they're holding on to. They're thinking of, oh, I'm going to shine too much for the people around me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be too much. You're never too much. It's just not their time. So shine. Because when the Most High blesses you, what is he blessing you with? You're happily ever after. So while this man's sitting back on a whole bunch of empty cups, God will come right in and bless you with a whole new one. A whole fulfilled cup with all of God's promises in it. So let this person sit back, wait, and watch. He gonna sit back, wait, and watch You be fulfilled in a whole nother partnership. And you're gonna be like, damn, I knew my decisions was right. Ever since I was young, I knew I was making the right decision when it comes to these boys. When it comes to these boys, I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I stayed a virgin. I'm glad I decided to clink clink after learning my lessons. If I had children, I understand that my children can we could do better than this. So God, please reward me with this because my children deserve better than what I thought I wanted to settle for. But this person settled for less than me. So I don't think he's good enough. My son and my daughter need a better example. They don't need somebody who gonna sit back and watch life pass us by. My children need a better example of understanding and knowing that they could cut their losses because it's always gonna be more. It's always gonna be more. You could cut your losses because it's always God gonna bless you with something new. These look shiny and new. These are run over, filled with blood and whatever. These is filled with pure water. You understand? So recognize who people are in your life because your 10 of cups depends on this. Okay? Let's reiterate before I close out because I came to the end of this session. Let's reiterate. Okay, let's collect. There's four different types of kings. There's four different types of queens. But you have an emperor and an empress, which we'll get to tomorrow. The empress embodies all four queens. You got four kings. Oh, queen, where you going? Where you going? Where you going, queen? Where you going, queen? I got them all out. I'm missing. Oh, here we go. King of Wands. Here you go. All right. You have four different queens. The empress is all four of these. You have four different types of kings. The emperor embodies all four of them. An emperor and an empress cannot date any of these. They will feel stagnant and stuck. These people need to find their match, their like partner, their help mate, so that the younger generation can have examples of men and women working together to provide for the bloodline, the kingdom, the city, the state. You understand? The community. If you are not matched with your likeness, you will not be happy. You will not be satisfied. You will have struggles all the days of your life. But baby, let you be matched with your likeness. Ain't nobody coming in between that. Ain't nobody stopping that. Ain't nobody doing none of that. Nobody coming in between that. You ain't gonna let nobody come in between that. That's yours. They belong to you. And you know that for sure. Even if nobody else knows it, you know this. But there's a time and a place for everything. And when you're ready to take that leap of faith, when you know you're free to do that, do it. Do it. Even if you catch somebody by surprise, do it. Because it'll be worth anything you think. Anything, it'll be bigger than what you imagine. It'll be bigger than what you imagined. You understand? So go back to the beginning of this reading and understand where you fit, so that you understand how to find your partner. Go back. See if you are one of these kings or queens. See if you are an emperor or empress. Because tomorrow we talk about all the issues that you guys have to handle together once you guys take that leap of faith together. Once y'all decide on that, once you're matched with your likeness, once you figure out whether you're a king or a queen, or you're an empress or an emperor, go get your person and y'all get to work. Because everybody else that's behind y'all gonna have so much to say, but y'all gonna get the job done. Because y'all know who y'all are. You know your purpose. You know your role. And once you in that place, nothing's taking you out of that. Nothing. Nobody can shut you down. Nobody can shut you up, because you know who you are and what you're dealing with. I'm going to give y'all one moon oracle card for sticking with me today, and one message to send y'all on y'all way. Because I'm done. Now you know what type of people we dealing with in this world. And now you know the type of situations that's about to come to an end. Because a new world is beginning and we're setting it up. People better be ready for this. They better be ready for the setup of this new world that's coming. God is already here and he ain't playing with nobody. Y'all better find y'all partners and get there. What you want? All right, what they want y'all to know. Let go of that which is the wand and moon. Let go of that which is causing you inner turmoil. Now is the time for casting away emotions that are no longer serving you. So this is like the last quarter moon, when before the new moon comes in. It's like that Piscean energy. It's like your subconscious thoughts. It's like things that your mind can conceive, but nobody else can see. It's the brightness that's hidden in the dark. Let go of all the toxicity so that your brightness and your light can shine. Let go of the emotional baggage that's holding you back and putting that fear in you from taking a step forward into your fortune, into your future. Let that go, and you'll be able to release the stress and the turmoil in your life, and you'll be able to take a step forward and work on your own wisdom, you know. So let me give y'all one message that's gonna pop up out of here. Oh snap. I don't know. I ain't mean for all that to happen, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna just read it. Love is coming. Hold on to your finances for now. Shit getting real out here. Exposure, self-exposure is at play. Somebody about to expose themselves. Some this is kind of in reverse, but material and spiritual world is about to merge. So somebody conceptualize something, somebody pray for something, it's about to materialize. This person gets along with everyone. You gotta get a partner that gets along with everyone. um no, this was reversed for a reason. Oh gosh, here's a message. All right, somebody don't get along with everyone because they're not into romance and children. They have no emotions for children. That your soul is beautiful. People don't. They. All right. There's a spiritual war of and battles going on between those who are helping children, because all this pedophilia stuff is kind of how a lot of people got their money, so we have to use our beautiful souls to start protecting the children. We gotta clear out our all of our negative emotions, like the card said, because better days are ahead of us. Ask yourself, which law do you follow? Spiritual, universal law, or man-made laws? It's a big difference. Oh my gosh, learn the difference between these laws, because you're probably caught up in some things that child. What I found out. Listen, somebody has a great reputation. Everybody knows you has a great reputation, but somebody wasn't listening to their higher self, so they don't know what the heck is going on. God wants everybody to set a routine for their life so that He'll be able to bless us with more abundance. Relax. This is a time to relax. Work on relaxing and increasing your financial security. Put aside your emotional concerns and focus on increasing your finances. Just focus on your money, babe, because it's coming. Love is coming. Money's coming. Good fortune. That 10 of Pentacles is coming for somebody because they did their job. You dig? And they stood in truth and they stood in their power. They overcame their obstacles. Life is good right now. So take your blessings and run with them. And tomorrow, we're going through all these we're going through these major arcanas so that you understand the type of situations that we deal with on a regular basis, that you do not have to fear. We're gonna overcome this fear tomorrow, okay? Be blessed, people, with love, loyalty, honesty, and respect. My name is the Empress Royale, and I'm here to give y'all this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Be blessed with real love, people, because I know what real love feel like. I had that before.